Most traders don't see real profits until their third or fourth year, but you don't have to wait that long. After years spent testing hundreds of strategies, I finally found the system that made $14,410 in the past few months. So in this video, I'm going to show you 4 major lessons that can help you become a profitable algo trader in the next year without the painful learning curve. The first mistake most traders make is by not taking it seriously like they would a degree. Let's say you want to be a doctor. How long does it actually take to learn to become a doctor? Is it a week, a month, or a year? No, actually, it takes many years to train up to be a doctor. You have to go to university and study the human body, the blood system, the immune system, and all this can't be achieved in a handful of months. And this is exactly the same as trading. The difference between becoming a doctor and becoming a trader is there's no certificate. Anyone can be a trader, unlike a doctor where you actually need to be licensed. So because there is no certificate for trading, people think, hey, this is going to be easy, and they don't treat it seriously. So my very first tip is to take it seriously. Imagine you want to be a doctor or an accountant and spend the years needed to master trading. And I'm not talking about watching a few YouTube videos. Doctors can't learn everything through YouTube videos. You need to apply a disciplined, structured approach to trading, understanding how the markets work, understanding spread, slippage, commissions, the different behavior of market assets, and truly invest in yourself. I've spent thousands of dollars in my own education on books, courses, and software because you can't learn everything in a YouTube video, just as doctors and accountants can't become certified through YouTube. Tip number 2, slow success. So now you've finished university, you have your certificate to become a junior doctor. It's day 1 of the very first day of your job. What are you going to be doing? Performing open heart surgery, or are you going to be looking at someone's ingrown toenail? You're probably not going to be allowed to perform open heart surgery with your 0 years of experience. You will need many years of practice before someone will even let you cut open their chest. This is exactly the same thing in trading. In this season of your career, you need to concentrate on slow growth. And I'm not talking about a demo account. I'm talking about a real live account. And here, being poor is actually a good thing because you are first starting out. You don't want to be performing open heart surgery, so you don't want to be managing millions and millions of dollars in live trading. You want to start off with the smallest, most basic challenges like an ingrown toenail. So worst case scenario, if you stuff up, you make a mistake, the ingrown toenail gets infected, or you lose the $1,000 that you have in your trading account. In your apprenticeship phase, it is okay. You can recover that $1,000. It is much, much harder to recover $1 million. So in this season of your life, don't be afraid to take it slow, just like you would as a junior doctor. You wouldn't go from looking at ingrown toenails for a month and then jumping straight to open heart surgery the next month. So don't go from trading $1,000 to $1 million within a span of a month. Many new traders will make the mistake of scaling too quickly. And when you scale too quickly without the experience of months and months of drawdown, you will get emotional when you see your first $1 million drawdown. And here you're going to do something stupid. So tip number 2 is don't scale too quickly. Stick to slow growth, which will help you mentally in the long run. Tip number 3, shiny object syndrome. So a few months after I stopped testing commercial robots and started trading exclusively only with strategy quant robots that I create myself, I received this comment on my channel. And I'm paraphrasing here. Why are you still talking about strategy quant? Time to move on and talk about something else. This is typical of a trader who wants quick wins, isn't willing to put in the work, and just wants answers. And when they're ultimately disappointed, they're going to go looking for the next shiny object to buy. The MQL5 marketplace is full of robots heavily marketed to impatient and new traders looking for the next shiny object. And Honestly, ever since I bought Strategy Quant, I have not used a single commercial expert advisor, and I will never buy another commercial expert advisor ever again for the rest of my life. This one purchase that I made and this one decision to lock in my goal to becoming a true algorithmic trader means I never have to buy any more commercial expert advisors ever again. And my expenses have dropped over a cliff. The only thing I pay for now is my VPS, and that's it. No more chasing the next shiny object. Only once I stopped using commercial expert advisors and started trading only with the robots I create myself, then I finally started seeing consistent results, as you can see in my DarwinX account. Okay, I may have lied when I said I don't spend any more money. I don't spend money on commercial expert advisors, but I do spend thousands every single year on books, courses, whatever trading education I can find. And all that is for the journey to getting better and better every single year. And how I do that is I start with my baseline, which is my pineapple workflow that I share with my students. When I buy a new course or a new book that talks about a new testing technique or a new development technique, I will test that and compare its performance versus my current workflow. If it outperforms my workflow over many years of trading, over many different assets and timeframes, then it is worth incorporating into my workflow. And slowly, every single year, the workflow gets better and better. My trading gets better. So tip number 3 is not to chase the new shiny object in terms of a brand new strategy, but do chase shiny objects when it comes to tools that have the potential to improve your own trading. Tip number 4, it's not about the strategy. Let's head back to the MQL5 website. And this website is all about searching for the holy grail strategy. Okay, let's say you find one and you buy it and you find it does work great. Maybe you spent $500 on this strategy and you trade it for a year. However, after a year, this strategy stops working, like many strategies always eventually do. What do? Do you continue trading this strategy while it eats away all the profits you've already made in the past year? Here is an example strategy that I have that was created a few years ago, and let's simulate trading for 1 year. We can see it continues to make profits, but after a year, you can see the performance falls off a cliff. That's the risks and the dangers you take when you put your future in the hands of someone else, when you outsource that strategy development to someone else. At the end of the day, you ultimately are back at zero. You haven't made any progress in your trading. You haven't made any progress in leveling up your knowledge. That's why instead of focusing on a single strategy, I focus on the process, the workflow of strategy development. So the workflow, the process creates strategies for me. So I have a machine that will pump out strategies, and all I have to do is pick the right one. And when it starts to fail, I have a selection of other strategies I can pick. So I am in control of my own destiny. No one else will dictate my success in the future. I can decide to stop trading a strategy before it starts failing, or if I wait for it to fail and have other backup strategies trading at the same time. My own testing portfolio currently has about 80 strategies. Here is one of my MetaTrader terminals. This account started at about $1,000 6 months ago. Now it's currently up at $1,500. And you can see I've got gold, different Forex pairs, and commodities in this one account. And here is another test account that I have. This one is about 4 months old. It also started off with $1,000, but based on my learnings from my first test account, I am leaning more heavily into what works. So you can see I've got more gold trading strategies in this account, along with a few more commodities. Not all of them are profitable, but when I combine them together, on average, I've seen consistent trading profits. Tip number 5, stay away from smooth equity curves. We've all seen these amazing types of equity curves that look amazing, so smooth, so tempting. But these are super dangerous. It can lead us to think that getting smooth equity curves is the goal when we are building our own strategies for our own trading. When I see super smooth, too good to be true trading strategies, I immediately throw them away. True, robust strategies that work in live trading is not smooth. They are jagged. They have periods of good trading, they have periods of drawdown, and they have periods where they're just trading sideways and nothing much really happens. But it doesn't mean you can't achieve smooth equity curves in your live trading. What I do instead is I get a whole bunch of bumpy, jagged, imperfect strategy curves and I combine them together in a portfolio. So I've got here a sample strategy. This one is actually from my live trading account, and you can see definitely there's periods of drawdown. There's periods of sideways movement. Overall, it's a pretty unimpressive strategy, but let's combine that with another unimpressive strategy. And the reason I've chosen this second strategy to combine it with the first one is something called correlation. And what correlation is where their two equity curves don't move in exactly the same way. So when one strategy is going sideways, the other strategy has a different edge and therefore will make a different equity curve. So when this one strategy goes up, this one strategy goes sideways. And when you combine a lot of them together, like what I've done here in my 20 strategy portfolio, you get a much smoother equity curve in the backtest. And also a much smoother equity curve in live trading as well. So far in this account, I've made $14,410 with a smaller drawdown of $8,280. So yes, it is possible to get smooth equity curves, just don't expect it in a single strategy. Run for the hills if you see something that you've built or something that someone else has built that is super smooth and looks too good to be true. Okay, it's all good for me to say, make sure your strategy equity curve is bumpy and not smooth, but how do we apply this to real life trading when you don't even have a strategy to start off with? Then watch this video right here where I show you the process I use to create strategies 10 times faster without needing 20 years of trading experience.